We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, trying to test key resistance levels and especially holding itself up above 600. We talked about how close we were reaching it and what levels to watch, and we're sitting up here near the 602 level and that strong support there from the pre-market and opening bell at around 598. We're going to zoom in and break into that in just a moment and what happened there and what key levels to watch going into tomorrow. But in today's volatility, our SPY bot sent out a bull indicator at 12 p.m. It hasn't gone canceled until 2:40 here going into the close, this slight pullback, but it lasted nearly 2 hours and call options went up 200% plus within hours, guys. And you can see that strength there from 12 p.m. at around 660 all the way up towards highs here of 602.89. Now, if you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you guys can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and joining a community of members using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. Now, here we have the SPY fighting for support here in the live action and breaking through key resistance levels here up near 601, and to be exact, 601.47. Now, that was a key level that was getting tested, and once it got broken through, it took off to the next level and trying to break out above 603 here, but it's staying and holding up above 602. Now, when we zoom in and look at this from the 5-minute, we can see here in the volatility this chop and how crucial this support was from the pre-market. That was a focal level to not ignore there near 598, 599. It bounced right back up above it and it maintained itself all day. Once it broke through 601, that's when things accelerated and it continued the trend. And here we are trying to come back up towards 603. And this is going to be crucial going into the after hours and the second half of the day to not be ignored. We also had our QQQ bot sent out a pretty strong notification after that dip. We could see it here on the QQQ bot. It sent out a notification at 12 p.m. There was a bear indicator that popped up at 9:40. That one was pretty strong and it lasted until 10 a.m. And then at 12 p.m., as things were reversing since 522, that bull indicator popped up and lasted up towards the 525, 526 area. And a bear indicator popped up as well, just like the SPY bot, to cancel it at 240. So right now it is under bear indicators, but quickly things are coming back up. And in that volatility, I wouldn't ignore the fact that a possible bull indicator can pop up in this chop, or there could be a huge rejection, and these bear indicators should be watched and considered going into the close and going into the after hours if it does not get canceled with a bull indicator. So I will be watching that as well there in the volatility of the QQQ. Now, if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, where it allows us to see the dips from the rips when we hit bright green bars or even red bars, and going ahead and seeing within the volatility where the strength and weaknesses are. And also we use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as extra layers of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bull indicator since Friday at around the 592 level, canceling out that bear indicator from 593.50. Now in the live action, we just got a notification on our SPY bot that a bull indicator popped up at that 535 level. It's confirmed. So I was talking about that with the QQQ. I would be watching here going into the after hours and the rest of what's going on here in these charts. if a bull indicator would pop up and cancel out these bear indicators that popped up near the 240 level. Now on the QQQ, a bull indicator hasn't popped up. That bear indicator is still there, but I will be watching here, and look how it's trying to test here support. So that's something to not ignore. This may continue to dominate over the chart, but in the volatility of the SPY on the 5-minute, a bull indicator has popped up, and this pullback isn't justifiable until a bear indicator pops up again and those outflows start to actually cross and dominate. So it could be some volatility, something to watch in the live action, right, with the 5-minute chart. But in the bigger picture, we have a bull indicator, and that's why this trend continued. Full strength on 42 vision. Inflows are above the midpoint. And then when we look at the 1 hour, same thing. There's been a bull indicator here since Wednesday of last week, since 583, holding strong. All the resistance levels that we've been watching have been tested and broken through, and we're above 600 here. And then you go out towards the 4 hour. This actually has been very strong here, again, since Wednesday in the pre-market hours at 582. And the one thing that changed everything here and confirmed yesterday, and the trend is continuing strong, and even though we're still at red bars, we want to see if those dark green bars start to pop up in bright green bars to signify even further strength. A bull indicator has popped up in the bigger picture of the 1 day and canceled that bear indicator from 606. We're up here at 602, and it popped up since 589. Every time we came back down on these jumps, right, it was because no bull indicator popped up to go ahead and cancel this and justify the move. If not, resistance levels were tested, they were rejected, and we would come right back down to supports because this bear indicator was dominating over the chart. Just like the example we use here with this bull indicator and this pullback, it wasn't justified and strong enough because no bear indicator popped up, and quickly once support was found, the continuation continued, and that bull indicator justified the move and retest of resistance levels, and it broke out above it. And here we are with a bull indicator in the bigger picture. I will be watching this the rest of this week and going into tomorrow if it could hold the 4 hour as well, but it is something to not ignore. We're up here near resistance levels that are crucial, 600, 602, and then comes up here 605 and 606, and we're at bright green bars in these charts. Now, when we go ahead and look at this from the 30-minute, what would be the key levels I would watch? Well, when we zoom in, the first thing is 601, then below that is 600, and then comes 598. If those outflows begin, bear indicators start to pop up on multiple time frames, I will be watching that. To the upside, we want to break above 603, and when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see here in the history of the chart, then comes 605 to 606, and then the recent highs up here of 608. Those are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators, I will be watching them here closely. We now have one on the 1 day, and in the bigger picture of the 1 week, it's been strong here for the last several months, and that's something to not overlook. And supports have been found, and we're coming up to retest crucial resistance levels of possibilities of touching it and rejecting up here, or breaking out and reaching newer highs and a new 52-week high. So I will be watching those closely. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. You can now gain access to 42 Vision as well. Check out the link down below in the description or the top pinned comment to receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility and these charts. As always, guys, let's make some money.